What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So I have another good video for you guys to see today. Now, we're going to be talking about a Social Security increase, and we're sending out letters to all the representatives, the senators, the people running for president. And what you guys are doing for me is you're actually sharing the letters that you're receiving. So I've sent out some letters to the president. I have not sent out letters to my representative yet or the two senators in my state. But you guys are starting to send me these letters and letting me see how these politicians feel about a Social Security increase. So we're going to read another letter today. This is going to be coming from Representative Fry, and we'll take a look at it and see if he addresses the issue when it comes to a Social Security increase. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Threads, you can at the TEC Show Live. You can also follow my travel adventures on Instagram at Travel Explore Click. Okay, before we take a look at this letter, I do want you guys to know this is third party, so I'm getting this from another person. Obviously, there's really no benefit in trying to change the letter or anything like that, but I just want you to know this is not a letter that I received from this congressperson. Also, if you guys want to send me letters, I will keep it confidential, so your name will not be on the letter at all when I read it. And you can send it to my email, david@travelexploreclick.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this letter, and we're going to go over everything. And we'll see when it comes to a Social Security increase if this representative represents the vast majority of the American people, especially people who are receiving Social Security, who think that an increase to Social Security is something that is desperately needed. Okay, so the top there, it says, "Dear," and then I did white out the name so you can't see that. It says, "Thank you for contacting me regarding Social Security. I appreciate your willingness to share your thoughts and concerns on this important matter. Social Security is a promise that must be preserved." Okay, so you see, there are a lot of politicians that are saying this very same thing, must be preserved. Now, this is good because you're hearing politicians actually come out and say, yes, we need to protect Social Security. And so Social Security is a promise that must be preserved, and all senior citizens deserve peace of mind from knowing their benefits will remain intact. Okay, so this is good. This information is good for people who are currently receiving Social Security, but we also need to address the fact that what about the people who are close to receiving Social Security, close to that age? So they might be in their 60s and they're thinking about, I want to wait till that full retirement age. So how does it impact them? Or even people who are looking to retire early at 62. How does it impact them? And so, although they're saying they want the benefits to remain intact, what exactly does it mean for an increase? They're not saying anything about an increase as well. Millions of Americans have worked many years and contributed their hard-earned money with the expectation Social Security will be available when they retire. I recognize that many people depend on Social Security to help pay their monthly expenses, and the federal government should uphold its obligations. Okay, so here once again, reassuring the American people that Social Security will be around and their plan is to uphold these obligations. As you know, Social Security is funded with the payroll tax taken out of our paychecks. However, payroll taxes will not suffice to ensure Social Security solvency in the coming years. Okay, so now he's going to start talking a little bit about the trust fund. The Social Security Administration's 2023 annual report of the Board of Trustees shows the program faces massive permanent annual deficits. Social Security Disability Insurance, DI, Trust Fund is expected to be able to pay scheduled benefits on a timely basis through 2097. And the Old Age and Survivors Insurance, OASI, Trust Fund will be depleted in 2033. As your representative, I support legislative efforts to address the shortcomings of the Social Security system in a fiscally responsible manner. This is important here, fiscally responsible manner. Okay, so still not saying much, not saying anything about any type of increase to Social Security. And to ensure the solvency of this program in the years to come. Going forward, I hope you will continue to voice your opinions and share your concerns with me. If you are interested in keeping up with my work in Congress, I invite you to sign up for my e-newsletter. Updates at, and he leaves the link there. And then the last part here says, I am honored to represent the 7th District of South Carolina in the U.S. House of Representatives. Please do not hesitate to contact me if I can ever be of assistance. And then signs his name here, Russell Fry. Okay, so what did you think about the letter? Basically, it's kind of, we're seeing a pattern here, right? We're seeing a pattern of all these different politicians, and this is not the first letter that I've read. I've read 2 letters already, read one from President Biden, read another one from a senator, Senator Tillis, and they all pretty much are saying the same thing. They're not saying anything directly about a Social Security increase. They're also not mentioning any proposals that are currently out there right now, which I find very, very concerning because there's some pretty good proposals out there. Social Security 2100 Act, that's a pretty good proposal. Bernie Sanders' $2,400 raise for Social Security, that's another good proposal. However, when it comes to Representative Fry, I don't think he supports an increase for Social Security. He's not mentioning it at all. He's talking about protecting Social Security, but that's as far as he's going. He's not giving us any plan that he has for the future of Social Security. So how do you plan to protect Social Security and preserve it? Which he said that he wants to preserve it. How do you plan to do that? Are you talking about raising the full retirement age? Are you talking about increasing the payroll tax? So exactly what do you want to do to preserve Social Security? Because something needs to be done. And this is the problem when you start to deal with these different politicians, and it's good that we're getting letters because now we can respond to those letters with, okay, exactly what do you want to do? Because you're saying that we need to preserve Social Security and you support preserving Social Security. Exactly how are you going to do that? Because right now, this letter doesn't give us any of that information. So I want to know what you guys think about this, so let me know in the comments below. But in my opinion, he's not addressing the issue. He's not addressing the increasing of Social Security. He's also not even addressing how he plans to move forward with preserving Social Security. So questions down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And remember, you can send those letters to me. To send them via email, david@travelexplorerclick.com. Okay, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.